Jets to the Giants now. The G-men started voluntary workouts yesterday, and here's what Eli Manning said about the whole Odell trade rumor situation that has been going on seemingly the last 6 years, but really just the last 2 weeks. I never got too concerned with it. We all know the talent Odell has and what he brings to the field. I look forward to playing with him this year and for years to come. Woo. Reggie, you've been in a lot of locker rooms. What is the presence of of Odell, what does it mean to his teammates?
Well, first of all, I want to know how many more years to come Eli's planning on playing.
Many years, my man.
Eli's 36, 37, 38?
Yeah, Eli,
that's the phrase.
Years to come?
I think that was a great quote. I think in one quote, Kay, he addressed Odell is great.
Right.
And by the way, don't draft a quarterback really high in the draft. He might as well have said, and imagine once we get Saquon going, how good Odell would be, right? Eli knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
Okay, I think, I said this yesterday, I think Odell's teammates love him. As much as our table and every other table says this and this, his teammates don't lash out at him. In fact, they have his back. So the fact that Eli is saying that and then sliding in that years to come, that's just Eli doing business. That's the New York media master right there, Eli.
But I think Odell showing up shows a lot of maturity on his part, because in the face of, he was on the trading block, we know that for however long, maybe he's still on the trading block, but the fact that he still showed up, even given everything that's transpired, and said that I'm here, I'm ready to learn, I'm ready to develop a relationship with the new head coach, and I'm all in. I think that speaks volumes to his maturity level.
Eli Manning took a bunch of the receivers down to Duke University a couple months ago, or maybe a couple weeks ago, and Odell wasn't one. And usually it's an annual trip, and Peyton Manning was there, and they throw, and they go on Coach K's court, and they shoot hoops and the whole thing. Odell didn't go, and a little bit was made out of that. Like, all right, is he not even going to hang out with the guys? Like, Eli said, not an issue. Odell's my guy. All the stuff they've communicated. And I know yesterday we talked about on the show that the fact he is coming was symbolic. I'm here. It was a really big deal that he showed up yesterday. Like, it was. It was an olive branch that was more than an olive branch, because you have a new coach setting the tone, right? It wasn't like a guy who...
Culture.
The whole thing, he's given a whole speech about what we're going to be as a team, and there would be a giant elephant in the room if the best player on the team is not there for that meeting. So at least Odell came. Now, did they get a contract worked out? There's months to figure that out. But the fact he showed up was such a smart move by Odell, and also such an important move for the Giants. Because if he doesn't show up, it undermines this coach, maybe right from the start, and you're playing catch-up the entire offseason.
I was out of town this week. I was shocked that he showed up.
Showed up?
I did not think, I was like, he didn't show up, because he came out and said, or he's had somebody say for him that he's not going to play unless the deal, he's not going to step onto the field unless the deal is done. I didn't think I was proud of that moment. I thought it was huge. Eli saying anything to me doesn't move the needle, just because Eli, can you remember a time Eli's ever said anything negative really about anybody?
Never. And also Odell still has...
I'm just saying.
He doesn't do it. No, Eli autographing the Jerry World locker room after the first game is the closest he's ever come. The big old John Hancock was badass, but he doesn't say much, no.
Yeah, so I feel like,
I love
take that for what it's worth.
I'm mad I didn't see that signature.
You'll see it. Google.
Hall of Famer Joe Montana is going to be here in studio.